Welcome back once again. Thanks for tuning in, and let's take a look at Speed from 1994. So here we are in this building at this elevator unit, and we see this elevator operator walking in, and an elevator repairman is there adjusting the elevator settings and kills this guy after asking for a work order, and his face is now revealed, which is the movie's villain.
Nothing personal.
Howard Payne, played by Dennis Hopper. Famous actor, you've seen him in many famous movies since the 50s, 1950s, and even video games like Grand Theft Auto Vice City. One of my favorite video games of all time. And now in that same building we see office executives leaving a meeting and entered this elevator, and now the elevator is sabotaged, and now the elevator is stuck. And now the firefighters and the cops are here, as well as this movie's protagonist, Inspector Jack Traven, played by Keanu Reeves, as well as his colleague, Inspector Harry Temple, played by Jeff Daniels, another known actor. And we also see Captain McMahon, or Lieutenant McMahon, played by Joe Morton over here, with the Richard Pryor mustache, and now all these officers getting ready to save the execs from the shutdown elevator, since they only have an hour till the elevator collapses. And now drilling is happening, and we see Howard Payne again posing as an elevator repairman, still there trying to do some more wacky shit since he is planning a bomb. And now Jack and Harry have entered the inner part of the elevator, and yeah, we are in Los Angeles again. And I wonder what Los Angeles looks like today after those fires. And now some Jeopardy type quizzes or Family Feud or whatever kind of questions Harry's asking Jack about the elevator problem here. So instead they go to the roof of the building and try to get the hostages out from this big vent, and Captain McMahon, or Lieutenant McMahon, is aware that Howard Payne is asking for money. I don't know how much right now, since it is giving a little Pelham 1, 2, 3 kind of behavior here. Now Jack is upside down, being roped down to the elevator as Howard notices someone coming down. So Howard pushes the buttons to activate the bomb he set up, and it's most of the elevator blows up. And now the elevator is saved by this restraint rope that was attached by Jack and Harry, and now they run down towards it. And now the elevator has slipped a little, as this little opening is now available, made for Jack and Harry to take those hostages out quickly. And there's always that last hostage that is too scared to climb up, and she does as the elevator drops to where Captain McMahon is standing.
Mr. Guest, please sign in. What?
So Howard asked for $3 million, and there was 3 minutes left, since he gave the cops an hour to get them the money. Yeah, it's just like Pelham 1, 2, 3 right now. 1 hour for the asked money. Except Howard is on his own, and it's in an elevator where cops can easily save the hostages. And now Jack senses that the mastermind is still here and checks the elevator area and looks down. So Jack slides down, and Harry has to follow him since the other elevator has stopped midway. So Howard Payne is shooting back, and Harry falls in. And now Jack falls in as Howard has run out of bullets and now is ready to blow up the building, as Captain McMahon is trying to call up Jack and Harry again, and the elevator has reached the 3rd floor. So Jack shoots Harry instead on the leg, and just Howard waddles backwards. Okay, so back at the police meeting for Medal of Honors, as Henry Hill's dad from Goodfellas is there to announce it. And now Harry and Jack are giving their medals as Howard Payne is back watching the two from his home with many other screens open. Great way for all you guys to take this idea who are always distracted and want to save time. Watch everything all at the same time. Believe me, it works. It certainly works for Howard here. And now they go out to celebrate with alcohol, and now Harry wants to leave.
I'm gonna go home, have some sex.
Okay, so Jack is having breakfast before heading to work, and the bus driver here says hi and all that, and just says bye to the bus driver, and now he gets blown up. Now the payphone is ringing nearby as Howard is in a car nearby, and talking to Jack, and tells him it took him 2 years to set up that elevator job, and still wants the $3.7 million. Yeah, the amount went up, and now tells Jack that a bus nearby is armed with a bomb on it, more than 50 miles speed. It's armed, and to prevent it from blowing up, the bus has to be driven above 50 miles at all times. And if it goes under, big boom boom happens. So Howard wants the money in 3 hours by 11 a.m. That's reasonable, unlike Mr. Blue from Pelham 123 from 1974. And now finally at the main mission of the movie, the bus hijacking. Think of it as Die Hard mixed with Under Siege and Pelham 123 all together. But this time on a bus, and no additional guys helping the villain since Howard is on his own and has no backup. Just pushes buttons from behind his desk while watching all kinds of 90s entertainment. And now Howard tells him the exact bus as well, where it is right now. And now we see the bus with the bomb as well as the driver, Sam, played by Hawthorne James, and the main girl, Annie, played by Sandra Bullock, running towards the bus. And now she's on as Jack is speeding towards the bus. And now we meet an LA tourist, played by Alan Ruck. And now she changes seats, either because of the gum or she just got annoyed by him.
LA is one large place. Of course, you live here, you probably don't notice. I'm such a yokel.
And now on the LA freeway, Jack speeding up, as on the far right side, and spots the bus and now runs at the bus, and Sam the driver spots Jack Traven and just drives off thinking he's crazy. Now gets a random driver to stop his car, played by Glenn Plummer, another known supporting actor, and points his gun at him and drives off to take his car. And now he's next to it, and the passengers know it's the same guy that was running to the bus, and now the bomb has been turned on as Sam notices Jack again and yells that there is a bomb on the bus. And now Glenn Plummer writes down on this piece of paper that there is a bomb on the bus, and Sam slows down. Jack is yelling not to slow down and tells him that as Jack tells the car owner to call up Harry Temple and tells him that the same terrorist is still alive. So McMahon walks in to tell Harry the same thing.
We just got a ransom demand from a dead terrorist. Says he's rigged the city bus. Where's Jack?
Where do you think?
Now he speeds up and asks the car owner if he's insured, and he says yes, and breaks his car door on purpose to get on the bus. And all the passengers are watching and see that Jack has hopped onto the bus. Now Andy's pissed off, and Jack tells her to sit down, and now his little guy pulls out his gun and tells him to stop the bus. And the construction guy grabs the little guy to get the gun from the back and accidentally shoots Sam, and now the bus is moving unevenly.
It's just
And now Annie takes over the bus driving and tells her to stay above 50 miles. And now she tells her why she takes the bus, because of speeding and her license revoked. And now Captain McMahon and other cops are boarding some helicopters. So while Howard is watching everything and pays attention to the news mostly, and now Harry calls back and tells him if he sees anything on the bus. And Sam tells Jack he can see what's under the bus, under the floorboard, as he hands his phone to Alan Ruck here to tell Harry what he sees.
Oh, darn.
And Harry knows it's a decoy, and now Jack spots the real bomb fitted in with a gold watch. And Annie's crapping herself and now on where to go, since she can't stop the bus as there's now heavy traffic coming up. And Jack tells her to go on the other side. It can't stop with some crashes and bumps on and back onto the freeway. And now back at Howard Payne's place as he watches football, and now Harry's trying to figure out how to turn off the bomb and wants records of cops from the last 10 years. So Captain McMahon, or Lieutenant McMahon, is on the bus's tail at the top watching, and now Andy drives the bus on the opposite side of the road. And now McMahon redirects Jack to the 105 freeway for the bus to move along. And we see this lesbian couple, and one of them is moving this baby carriage. And yet it had cans in it, no babies were harmed in the scene, and now some more bumps as well as these little kids trying to cross the street, and McMahon is still trying to figure out as he tells these cops, and now all these cop cars try to huddle up like football players thinking it will stop the bus. At least that's what it looked like to me, as everyone is now asked to sit on the other side of the bus, and now they're redirected to the 105 freeway. And now she wants Jack to hold the wheel as he keeps on calling her ma'am and wants him to call her by her first name. Maybe she feels old being called ma'am. And now some more nonsense, and back at the station the cops are still looking at the database for former police officers with bomb making skills, as well as Harry walking telling the cop to check on the pension fund. It says he has seen him somewhere. Remember when Harry was talking to Jack about pensions earlier? Yeah, I think Harry knows only guys with pensions can afford watches like those that's attached to the bomb. And the guy who owns the watch is on disability. Now McMahon is back to help Jack as he wants to bring the passengers to the next opposite truck. And Jack says he can't do that since Howard will blow up the bus himself if that were to happen, since we know as a viewer he can see it from his own home what's going on inside the bus. Now Howard Payne wants to talk to Jack Traven as the cop calls him over, and Jack checks on Sam as Howard notices that Jack is about to take out the passengers to the truck next to the bus. And now Howard lets Sam, the shot bus driver, to be taken out the bus after asking Ortiz over here to help him. And now Helen over here wants to get to the truck so bad, and that Howard notices her wanting to go onto the truck and blows up the door side of the bus as a warning sign, and she gets killed. Yeah, she can never follow instructions. Oh well, maybe Jack should have just told everyone to stay put, or maybe he didn't. Or maybe he did, I don't remember. So as the bus keeps moving, these three start to get crazy and that this will probably never end. And now Annie's crying that Helen got killed. Now there's a big problem indicated by this cop and tells Captain McMahon that the freeway isn't finished yet and that there's a 50-foot gap coming up soon. And yeah, I forgot to mention Howard Payne does have a camera input inside the bus somewhere where he's watching everything. So Jack's only solution is for Annie to floor it, and as the rest of the cops push back and lets the bus move, everyone is happy that they made it across the gap. And now Jack tells Annie to take the exit into LAX's cargo unit, as McMahon and the other cops know that they've pulled into the LAX airport by circling around for now. Also, shouldn't the gas be running out now in the bus? It's been over like 70 minutes now in the movie. So that being at the LAX airport is safer. Now Howard Payne calls Jack Traven about the money, as he knows that being in the LAX airport is safer to be at for now, and let the bus run freely, and still wants the money. And now Howard, I swear, is acting like Mr. Blue here from the Taking Him to Pelham 123 movie from 1974, having the same kind of demands when it comes to wanting the cash, except Howard is by himself and safe inside his house, and is also a former law official like Mr. Blue. Now Jack needs to get off for a little bit, I guess, to get the money for this Mr. Blue wannabe, and now catches a ride with McMahon again as the bus circling the LAX runway. And his only way is to dismantle the bomb is by putting himself under this wheeling wagon under the bus, and tries his best to turn off the bomb, as Harry Temple tells Jack what to do exactly to turn off the bomb, cutting the sheath off the green wire then to clip on the battery. So now he can't do anything since we'll all blow up, and now they finally know about the mastermind behind all this. Howard Payne, former bomb squad of the Atlanta PD.
Howard Payne, Atlanta PD bomb squad.
That's our scumbag!
Now Harry tells Jack of who's behind all this, as well as the disability where his fingers have stopped working. As Jack is still on the bus, a piece of rubber bumps into that wheelie thing he's on and loses control, and now the metal rope has snapped off and has grabbed onto the bus, and now Annie thinks she must have ran over Jack Traven. Now Ortiz spots him and tells the passenger to grab onto his legs as he can pull in Jack from the floorboard. Oh yeah, Jack also poked a hole and now gas is leaking. Now the bus is going to turn off anytime soon. And now tells McMahon to get him some more gas, and now back in Howard Payne's neighborhood as Harry Temple and other cops have arrived to raid Howard Payne's house and go in from the window, and Harry sees a bomb. So it was a trap, and now Harry calls back Jack.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. He didn't make it. Fuck!
And it's Howard Payne again, actually, since Harry's probably dead by now. I don't think we see him after this. And yeah, Howard tells Jack that the gold watch that was fitted with the bomb under the bus does belong to him, and yeah, he did get it as a retirement gift. And Howard still wants money as he tells Jack to drop off the bags of cash at the trash can in Pershing Square. And he's pissed off. And Jack notices the Arizona logo State University on Annie's sweater, and whispers to Annie that Howard is watching them from somewhere, and spots a camera near the driver's seat as Howard called Jack Wildcat, which is the name of the football team at Arizona State, as he's watching, sipping on a soda. And now Jack tells the passengers to watch straight ahead as they're being watched. And luckily there is no sound. Jack asks McMahon about the news van to take out a recorded tape to install into the camera on the bus. And now the gas is almost done as the tape is being put on loop mode to fool Howard whenever he sees the footage on his end.
Tape it, good. Come on, tape it. It's taping.
And now done. As Howard comes back out from the bathroom, and now passengers are being escorted to the other bus safely. Now it's Alan Ruck's turn to get off since he's the last one, and now the tire pops and he slips. Now everyone is off safely, leaving Jack and Annie as the sole people on the bus and trying to control it while wedging the accelerator into place so that the two can get off. And now the two get out from the bus's floorboard opening, and there goes the bus. And looks like that was the pilot running out, or whoever that was. And now the two are happy. Now McMahon is here to pick them up, as the cop again is here to report that Howard wants the money already, but he doesn't know that he's watching a looped recording and that the bus is all blown up. So the guys are now here, and Jack is here as well and steps inside the shop and wait for Howard to come out and take the money, as the garbage truck is here to pick up the trash can and drop the big bag full of cash as well, as Howard sees that the cops have snipers and are watching carefully. Now Howard goes to check on the bus monitor and finally notices that it's a looped recording. These guys are wondering what's taking so long as Howard Payne walks out dressed as a cop and fools Andy that Jack sent him. But the only guys that don't know what Howard Payne actually looks like are McMahon and Jack Traven, of course. Jack runs out and sees that the trash can is empty and the monitor indicated that the money was picked up and moving, and spots a hole on the ground and jumps down under the trash can.
Turn around!
And sees that it's Annie with a bomb fitted on her, and Howard Payne comes out with the cash. Now it gets Annie onto the train, Pelham 123 style, as Jack catches the moving train, and now he shoots the driver as Annie has the detonator. Now Jack climbs onto the train and notices that he's on top of the train's roof, and now Howard opens a bag full of cash.
My money!
Yeah, it was all a trick. Smart there. So there's about 10 minutes left of the movie, and now shoots hysterically towards the top of the roof as Howard joins Jack on top of the moving train. And now a fight between the two, and now Howard looks up and ends up getting killed. Now Jack goes back inside and dismantles a bomb on Annie as McMahon is paging into the train, as Jack can't stop it with Annie still handcuffed, which he also can't do anything about, and kicks the pole, but it's not working as he has no other choice but to speed up the train so that it can jump on or jumped past the unfinished track. So now he sits down when Annie just gives up, giving that a Romeo and Juliet kind of death scene feel to it. And as the track is still under construction, the train is still moving. The workers are running for their lives, and the train is just moving all over the place, and with the front car flying into the brick wall outside into the middle of the road near the famous LA movie theater.
Unreal.
And now they're still together, and now they kiss. And everyone is just watching and kissing, and yay, happy ending. That's it, guys. Speed from 1994, directed by Jan de Bont, who also directed some other famous movies like Twister with Bill Paxton, as well as a sequel to this movie, Speed 2, Cruise Control from 1997. There is no Keanu Reeves in this movie, but Sandra Bullock does come back. I've never seen it. I'll watch it someday. Too many movies and life just gets in the way. I get distracted pretty easily with other stuff. The video is already long enough. See you soon in the next episode of Roadhouse from 2024, the remake of the 1989 version with Patrick Swayze. I'm still looking for the original Roadhouse, but I'm doing this one for now. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Take care, see you soon, and watch away, and see you next week.